lot of these players from Harlingen South, especially the ones that have been making some big plays tonight, are going both ways, i.e. number 11, Darren Bettis, who's been all over the place tonight. He actually goes back to receive this kickoff.
And you said he's back to receive the kickoff. He's made plenty of big plays already. Has he already used up all his big plays? We'll have to see what he's able to do here in the second half.
Kickoff by the Greyhounds to the Hawks to start the second half here at Boga Stadium. And Darren Bettis will get a chance to see what he's got. Brings it out to 5 to 10. Looking left, wants some space, gets to the outside 15. Lateral movement will get him up to about the 19-yard line. Not a whole lot there. So Harlingen South will start this drive at the 29-yard line.
He puts a nice stiff arm at the end of the play, but it only really gets him about 2 more yards as he's met by the defender that is the out of bounds.
All right, now we're looking to see if James Carpio, that's number 9 for the South Hawks, number 8, is going to come back. They were working on his ankle there towards the end of the first half. He was just doing a good job being kind of an every down back for the South Hawks. Don't see him coming onto the field yet. 25, Alec Garza will be the starting tailback to get this South Hawk offense going. Trips left, tight formation here. Alec Garza in the backfield will take the handoff, tries to get the right-hand side, tripped up quickly, gain of 2 yards.
Simple run play down the middle, just nothing much there as the line is pretty much stalemated, and then 42 is free, finishes off the tackle. We've seen number 42 on plenty of tackles. That is Richard Moreno from the linebacker position.
Second down and 8 now for the South Hawks. Ball on the 21-yard line. Breaking the huddle, about 18 seconds left to go on the play clock. Number 3, Abram Gutierrez has been at the helm this evening. 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Play action, rolls right, wants to pass, chased out of the pocket, will be tackled from behind, but still gains about 2 yards on the play. Should bring up a third and maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, there we see his quickness as Gutierrez just takes it to the edge. He pulls. It looked like it was a play action play, but he's just too much pressure too early. Gets around the edge for some positive plays, but it looked like he was about to lose a lot of yards, and he just makes positive out of nothing.
3rd and 4 now coming up for the South Hawks. Again, you're listening to live audio, valleycentral.com, brought to you by KHGN here at Boga Stadium in Harlingen. Not able to show live video, so keep tuned in to listen to live audio of tonight's broadcast. 3rd and 4 now for the Hawks. Flag on the play.
Flag at the line.
Was it too many players?
Could be a substitution infraction. Waiting for the white cap, who is Mike Buck tonight. That is a referee.
Prior to the flag, timeout.
Oh, timeout for the Hawks. So flag on the play, maybe just indicating, hey, something's up. So timeout for the Hawks before they even get the snap off. So no flag, no penalty on the play. We're going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Very crucial 3rd down here. We talk about momentum. You talked about it a lot, Jonathan, at the end of the first half and how crucial it was for them to continue this. If it's to continue, they really need to get this first down and keep this series going. Try to get that ball game up to 20-20, 21-20.
Yeah, that would have been a huge penalty had it gone, because it would have taken them from 3rd and a very manageable 5 to then 3rd and back to about a long 9.
From Harlingen South are welcome to stay after the game for that senior walk.
And they had such a strong close to the first half. They really want to continue that momentum, I think, because after the long halftime, if you come out and you basically do a 3 and out, it shuts down all of that momentum, because you just had the long break. You come out and you put nothing on the field, or you show it nothing. Just stops all momentum.
Abram Gutierrez now shotgun formation, hands it off to his running. That's Darren Bettis trying to find the outside. He will find it. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He can run 40, 35 out at the 32-yard line. Goes number 11, Darren Bettis. Just get him the football.
See, every time he goes on the edge, it looks like he's pretty much even with the defender. But for him, if he's even with you, it will not stay that way for very long, as he just puts on the jets. And had it not been for number 25 of the defense, that's Juan Salas taking the good pursuit angle, it would have gone all the way to the house for about 70 yards.
Darren Bettis has been lightning in a bottle tonight for the South Hawks. Here we go. Handoff, fullback, upwards. Falling forward about a gain of 7, maybe even 8 yards is Javier Olvera.
And right there, there's the quick hitting fullback play. there's a free defender coming right up, and he goes right past him. And so had it not been for the safety being there making the tackle low, he would have taken it all the way to the house.
Darren Bettis, number 11, earlier had that interception. He had that fumble strip that led to a pickup and touchdown by the South Hawks, and this time having a huge run to break out of that 3rd and 4th situation. Now they're all the way down at the 24-yard line of the San Benito Greyhounds. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Hawks. 9:35 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Thanks for joining us live audio here at ValleyCentral.com. 2nd down now. Looks like Carpio is in at the quarterback position. Direct snap, drops back, gonna pass this one downfield to number 3. Incomplete pass. Touchback, interception.
Here it looks like he had the defense fooled. Just a great recovery by number 32 of the defense. Shows his speed, as even though he was beat, he just recovers. That's Juan Gonzalez playing defensive back for San Benito. It looked like it was a good throw, Aaron. He was open. He just, the speed of Gonzalez, he just catches right back up to it and makes the big play.
Trying to catch him off guard, snapping it to Carpio. Carpio throwing it downfield to Abram Gutierrez, who's been playing quarterback. Couldn't get it. So he had a handing out to his running back. Big tackle in the backfield. That's number 34, Shinneman.
I was watching him the entire play as he's looking. He just comes right in the gap. They pull a lot of linemen, does San Benito and their coaching staff. They like to pull the linemen, and he just comes right through the gap where the guard had been, and he just comes hard off the edge and wraps up the running back. Had nowhere to go.
Story of the night for Harlingen South, and team effort has been on that defensive side of the football. Here we go. Seattle looking downfield, looks to pass, incomplete pass, bring up a 3rd and 10.
It looked like there might have been a little bit of contact, but not enough for the referee to make the call. The San Benito side's upset. Harlingen South side's feeling very happy about it. It'll be 3rd and 10. He had one-on-one with his receiver, RJ, going off the edge. I thought he was going to throw it and see if he would come down with the 50-50 ball, but perhaps because the last time he tried that, it didn't work out, may be a little hesitant to do that.
3rd and 10 now for San Benito. Big 3rd down for them now as they're pinned way back on the 20-yard line. Sierra looking downfield, wants to go downfield with that pass. Pressure coming, dumps it up to his running back on the outside. Gains maybe about 5, maybe 6, but that's going to bring him a 4th down.
It was a screen play, kind of delay screen right here, as he was expecting to throw it to the running back, but no one blocks number 44 on the defense. When he comes up, the 44 decides to go after the quarterback. He dumps it off to the runner, but just not enough to get them the 1st down, as they will now punt it. There's no win basically tonight, so let's see how this punt goes. I believe is it the first time that San Benito's punted the ball?
I think so. I think this will be the first time we get to see San Benito's punting unit. 4th and 3 coming up, ball in the 27. Under 8 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. And like Jonathan pointed out, first time this punting unit has been on the field. And here we go, good snap. Decent punt. It's going to come down right about the 40-yard line. Darren Bettis going to let it go right by him. I tell you what, Harlingen South's defense have really kept them in the ball game, and special teams as well. And even when they give up a great opportunity with that interception, South defense shows up and they're able to stump San Benito. I think a lot of people are pretty surprised by that. So big show for the defense tonight.
Yeah, it seems like this halftime has really slowed down the pace of the game, as both teams really just come out and don't do much on the offensive side. Or you could argue that the defense has really come out strong for both these teams, as both teams come off with their first 2 drives, no points. So nothing happening here in the second half as far as offense goes, but strong play by both these defense coming out as well, Aaron.
1st and 10 now. Abram Gutierrez, 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Here's going to hand it off. Looks like that's Darren Bettis trying to find the edge again. Cuts back inside, then outside. 35-yard line, and just able to make a lot out of nothing most of the time. Not enough for a first time, but gain of about 6 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be tackled for no gain, as it was just well played by number 31 of the defense. That's Skylar Garcia. Makes him cut back in, but we see his shiftiness. And then out of a standstill, he's just able to accelerate faster than everyone else. And so even though they were all standing basically in the same spot, it looked like he was going to get no gains. Turns out to be 6.
I formation now for the Hawks. Fullback and tailback handoff to the fullback. Fullback going for number 21, Javier Olvera. Gain of a yard. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
We saw on the last drive when they handed it off to the fullback, he was able to get right by the defensive end coming off the edge unblocked. This time they do not block the defensive end, but he's all over it. Is number 99, Christopher Padilla.
Last time the Hawks were in this 3rd and short situation on this side of the field, Darren Pettis, number 11, busted a long run down the edge of the field. So 3rd and 3 coming up, crucial again for the Hawks here. Talk about continuing to try to keep that momentum moving forward. Running back in the backfield is James Carpio. 2 wide receivers, I formation again. Trying to draw that defense offside, looking at that hard count. Play action, roll left. All right, I'm sorry. In and out of the hands of number 5, Roel Berlanga was wide open, Jonathan. That would have been a big-time first down. Going to bring up a 4th.
Now, I don't think I've seen Berlanga drop any this season. This is the first one that we've seen it, I think, at home, where it just hits him right in the hands and it goes right through. Easy catch and toss, but he just does not bring it down. There is a flag on the field, so we have to see what that is.
Should be going against Harlingen South. Ineligible receiver downfield. Sure. Oh, so they get a replay of 3rd down. Wow, that works in the South Hawks' favor. I wonder if you can decline that, because if you'd have declined that, that would have been a 4th down. Punt unit would surely come out on the field, but no. South Hawks will get 5 yards penalized, but it's still 3rd down now, so they get another shot at this one.
Pretty surprising that
Wow.
you get the read play on that, but either way, they'll come out 3rd and about 8 yards to go.
A little breath of life here for the Hawks. Can they make something happen out of this one? Handoff Darren Pettis outside, trying to find that edge again, but this time there's about 4 or 5 white jerseys, and they just flow to Darren Pettis, flow to the football, nowhere to go. This will bring up a 4th down.
It looked like they were going to be in man-to-man coverage as they were playing up tight and following the receivers. I thought he had gotten the edge, but then the defensive backs must have peeked in a little bit into the backfield and saw that Pettis was running. And so they break off of the receivers and follow and make the stop.
On top of that, they also ran that to the short side of the field, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You're looking at a guy like Darren Pettis, he likes to get that outside edge, run to the short side, not a whole lot of space there. Either way, punt unit comes out on the field. They're bringing the punt block unit, but he's able to get it off. It'll be returned 32-yard line out to the 35 and tackled pretty promptly there. So somebody will not get the ball at the 35-yard line, trying to make something happen on that offensive side of the football. Flag on the play.
Yeah, look, as at the end of the play, there was one Harlingen South defender flying down the field with the San Benito player right behind him. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a block in the back.
Waiting for the call from the white cap, Mike Buck, and he is signaling that it will be a legal block in the back. So that'll push him back. Probably going to put him back, I think, at the 25-yard line. So 20-14. San Benito has had the lead for quite a while, but just, has not been able to put the nail in the coffin up until this point. And Harlingen South is just, because of their defense and special teams play, just hung around.
It looked like San Benito was trying to get the punt block there on that last one. We have seen Harlingen South get blocked before, and then here tonight they've had a snap go right into the ground. But so far so good for the punt team of.
Man, there's running back wide open in that flat there. That's number 14 going after that pass, Gabriel Vasquez, and trying to catch it on the run, just not able to haul it in, but nobody was out there. I mean, I see a lot of green field space out there with a good block here from his wide receiver. He could have broken that one for a very long one.
Yeah, as we said, we just saw Harlingen South drop an easy catch, and it looked like that one was just well thrown, just dropped. So each team has had just one drop pass in the last drive.
2nd and 10 now for the Greyhounds. Sierra handing off to his running back, 24, trying to get upfield is Omar Garcia, gain of about 3 yards.
I think in the first half there were only about 3 or 4 incompletions. All of them were good throws, and now to start off the second half, we already have 2 just drops by the receivers here on each team.
3rd and 6 has been crucial for both teams here in the second half. Neither of them been able to convert except for that one long play for South Hawks. San Benito trying to make it happen here. Downfield pass. Intercepted. Intercepted by the South Hawks. Number 6, juking some players down on the 25-yard line goes Manny Menchaca.
He just puts too much on the ball as he has his receiver there. I can't tell by the replay how open he was, but it looks like he was open, just overthrown right into the hands of the South defender, number 6, Menchaca. Makes a player miss. Looks like he had a chance of taking it all the way to the house, but too many players to have to cut by, and they eventually gather him up.
1st and 10 out for the Hawks. I mean, talk about mistake after mistake after mistake for San Benito, and talk about Harlingen South just needing to make something happen off those mistakes. Here is one of them. 1st and 10 on the 25 now. Handoff. I believe that's Garza. Nowhere to run. Gains maybe about 1 yard.
Number 91 of San Benito's defensive line gets pushed back initially, but then just recovers, gets a hand on the runner, and then it's finished off by the rest of the defense. But it looked like they just drove him back hard, and he just continues to show his effort as he gets back towards the line of scrimmage, gets a hand on him, really slowed the running back down there.
2nd and 9 now. 4:35 left to go in the 3rd quarter. As it has just kind of gone slowly, but yet the clock has ticked.
Here they have the imbalanced play to the right here, Aaron.
Looking downfield, wants to make this pass. Throwing into heavy coverage, trying to get to number 1, Bobby Castro, but that's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
A little interesting that this is the second time we see the unbalance, which is when you put one extra offensive lineman to the right side and then your tight end turns into your tackle on the weak side. Both times that they've run that formation, Aaron, that's actually turned into a pass. Usually you see that formation when you're going to run heavy to one side. But it looks like they're trying to do almost in a play action style, because they went to throw it right away, but in that formation.
3rd and 9 now for the South Hawks. Whistle blown. Looks like it's going to be timeout. Harlingen South Hawks. Big play here, 3rd down and 9 with just over 4 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. South Hawks down 20-14. When you're looking at this possibility of getting a score here, and you could go up 1 on the San Benito Greyhounds. Just want to take a moment right now to thank our KHGN team here, our student workers that are down on the field running the cameras up here in the booth, as well as the KHGN staff as well that has just been bringing this live broadcast here from Bogus Stadium tonight in conjunction along with valleycentral.com. So I want to thank you for listening in live audio. Again, thanks for bearing with us in that, as we're not able to show live video during the football game. But you can check the replay of the game out about an hour or so after the final minute is played. This has been a back and forth football game. Definitely one worth reviewing. 3rd and 9 coming up here for South Hawks. On the field here is number 21, Javier Olvera. And also in the backfield is Carpio. I formation, 2 wide receivers. 3rd and 9 coming up for Abram Gutierrez and the Hawks. This should be fourth down territory. Here you go, handoff, Carpio, right-hand side, trying to get up the middle of the field. He does. Will he have the 1st down? No, he'll be stopped short about 1.5 yards.
1.5 yards short. They're here in the red zone. It looks like he's going to have to come off the field as he's still having some problems with his foot, ankle area. But just a strong run right here. Even though he's having that pain, he just finishes. When he's in the game, he finishes the play strong.
Daniel Rivera checks in at running back position. That's number 14, as Carpio, who had that ankle issue at the end of the 1st half, hobbles off of the field again. May not see him back. 4th downs, 2 to go. 3:39 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Big time 4th play here. I formation. Handoff, fullback, pushing forward, trying to gain some hard yards, and looks like he will have enough for the 1st down. We're going to have to wait for that official mark and spot on the field.
See, they're marking it on, it looks like the line. If they mark it on the line, it'll be a 1st down. And they are going to bring the chains out. As you said, a big 4th down, as they have it right here in the red zone. It'll put it 1st and 15 more yards to go for the touchdown.
Stretching that chain.
Oh.
Wow. Folks, that is about an inch short.
One of the players is still trying to argue that it should be the 1st down there. But no, the referees are going to give it to a turnover on downs. Great job right there for the San Benito Greyhounds as they make the stop.
That is just a play of inches right there, folks, and we're able to watch that zoom in on that chain and that stick as it was placed down. I'm talking about you couldn't probably fit 2 fingers, 3 fingers there. It was within 2 inches, 1 inch of that their first down marker. Either way, Samino gets the ball now, running a sweep to the right, some space to run, cutting back to the inside. You gain about 6, maybe even 7 yards for the Greyhounds.
They run a jet sweep to the right side as the runner comes in motion. It looked like he was going to get past all the defense, but just a good job of the defense by flowing out. And then the runner counters with a great cut back to the inside, gets himself the long 7 yards. But
Sierra now with 4 wide receivers, sends his slot in motion, hands it off to him. No keeper, getting upfield, should have the first down. He's finally tackled about 5-6 yards upfield. First down, Greyhounds.
here we see one of the defenders for Harlingen South. Looks like he's able to get there right away as he goes after the feet of the quarterback, does number 21, but he just high steps past it. Good recognition by number 3. That is Sierra, as he high steps it right when the defender's trying to go after his legs.
First and 10 out for the Greyhounds. Ball on the 31-yard line. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Sierra, keeper, left side, trying to get upfield. Slips 2 tackles, 40. Tackled right on the first down marker, but he should have enough for the first down. First down, Greyhounds.
And again, he looked like he was about to get tackled right around the line of scrimmage, but he just does a shifty cut and is able to get by everyone else until he's hit for the first down. With all his shakes, I thought he was going to get past the next defender as well, as he'd just been shaking everyone off.
Again, 4 wide receivers setting that slot in motion. Slot will get the handoff this time. Trying to get to the outside, cannot get it, is number 1, Victor Gaitan. Falls forward, though, for gain of maybe 3 or 4 yards there.
And there they run the jet sweep again, and we do see great flow. When they've run this jet sweep, the defense for Harlingen South has been flowing really well, keeping it from getting the edge. But I wonder if maybe they're about to set them up for another play, as they've run that multiple times here on this drive with only medium success.
2nd and 6 now for Sierra and the Greyhounds. Sends a slot in motion again. Keeper up the middle. Tackle 2, 3, 4. Hawks come to the aid there, and it's going to be a third down, maybe about 2 to go.
So it looks like San Benito's adjusted. Earlier in the first half, they were using just a strong veer play towards the strong side or the front side of the defense. Now they're doing the same play, but with a little more speed, as the receiver or the runner is already in motion, running full speed.
3rd and 3 now. San Benito snaps it. Downfield, jump off of the receiver. This should be caught, but there's a flag on the play. But he comes down at the 22-yard line. That's number 17 on the big grab. That's R.J. Atkinson.
I think they're calling it as a catch, but I saw the ball pop out of his hands when he landed on the ground. I think the referee just may have missed it.
On the offense. It's an offensive pass interference. That's coming back regardless of whether or not it was a catch. That would have been a huge play for San Benito. They're able to get it way downfield like that. That's coming back.
That's a big penalty.
Huge penalty.
As they go from 3rd and very short to now it'll be 3rd.
Wow.
To
An 18, I think. Yeah.
15-yard penalty for the offensive pass interference.
From 3rd and 3, like you said, to 3rd and 18 now for the Greyhounds. Ball is all the way backed up to the 35 now. Sierra looking left, rolls left, wants to pass, tucks it, tries to get upfield, and he's tripped up. He should be called down right about the 38-yard line. 4th down coming up.
His body does not come in contact to the ground, but his hand does, the hand with the ball, so that'll be counted down right there. You cannot land with the ball or your forearm. Oh, his knee does touch as well.
He spun out of it pretty quick. It surprised us up here. We thought that he was still up, but his knee did come down watching that replay there. So 4th down and 15. That was just a huge play, that pass interference on the offense, and really just killed the drive. So either way, the punt unit comes out. Darren Bettis deep to receive this one. Snap a little bit low, but picked up. Kick is up. Looks like a good punt. Darren Pettis will field this one at the 22, getting upfield. Breaks a couple of tacklers, takes it out to the 34-yard line.
Right there, nice little 10-yard return. It looked like he had nothing there. but the coverage player was just coming a little too fast, and he's able to make the cut on him, gets himself 10 yards. But nice punt right here. As the first punt, or the first couple of punts we've seen, were all low and bounce on the ground. This time it hangs in the air for a little while. But like you said, that penalty in the last drive just completely turned it around on San Benito. It looked like they were having a good drive, running the ball off the edges, and then quarterback keeping it down the middle. And then the big pass play, but erased by the big penalty.
So we're down to 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We have not seen a score yet. So still 20-14, same score that they went into the locker room with. Direct snap, Alec Garza, right-hand side, trying to find some room on the outside, trips up almost immediately, falls, and then flag on the play.
It looked like there was nowhere for him to go, but he squeaks through for about 3 yards as he just finds a little gap and dives into it. But it'll be a holding call. So we haven't really seen Harlingen South have to face this long of a yard, so we have to see how they're able to respond when they now have 1st and 20. We've seen them have a few explosive plays, but never when you were expecting it. So we have to see how the San Benito defense holds up against Harlingen South's offense when they already have 10 yards to their advantage.
1st and 20 now, ball all the way back up to the 24-yard line. 9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So this should be the last play that we will see of the third quarter. And this could very possibly be a scoreless quarter of football here at Bogus Stadium. Waiting for the snap. Shotgun formation, looking left, quick inside hit to number 1 receiver coming across, looking for blockers. Not a whole lot there. Bobby Castro goes down again, maybe about 6-7 yards.
There's not a whole lot there, but if we watch the replay, and we'll see if it comes out, it's a screen play, and just look at right here as the offensive lineman puts a punishing block on the safety. Nice, beautiful pancake block. It gets them about 6-7 yards, which it would normally be very good if you're on 1st down, but not when you're 1st and 20. So they'll now be 2nd and about 14 or 15 yards.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at 2nd and 14 left to go here for the Hawks. And now we're into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter here at Bogus Stadium. The score has remained the same. It's just been back and forth. Punt units have come out on the field, and just nobody's been able to get it into the end zone. So Hawks desperately trying to make something happen here. After that holding play, made it a 1st and 20. Now they've gained 6 yards, making it a 2nd and 14.
Coming into this game, I thought we were going to see a lot of offense, as the San Benito defense has struggled at times, but their offense has played very strong this season, but not here tonight. Here in the second half, we see both teams shut out.
Abram Gutierrez, I formation, timeout San Benito, and I was just about to say something about those timeouts. Harlingen South has already used up 2 timeouts here in the second half, and San Benito now uses their first one, and so South down to 1 timeout left. 12 minutes on the clock. It's a brand new quarter, folks.
So we have to see what offense will prevail here, because if South gets 1 touchdown, Aaron, and they convert the extra point, that would put them in the lead. San Benito's been, they're 5-0. They expect to win this game, as Harlingen South is towards the bottom of the pack in the district. But Harlingen South has just not gone away tonight. They've been in it basically the entire game. San Benito has not been able to break away.
Harlingen South just kind of stuck around all night long. It just didn't seem that San Benito was going to break ahead or extend the lead. Something would happen, an interception, or we had a fumble earlier here on the field. And South has just been able to stick around and stayed scrappy tonight. And so that scrappy play has got them in a 2014 position. And now they're going to go to work, 2nd and 14, ball on the 30-yard line. Going back to that I formation again, it looks like that's Alec Garza in the backfield. Play action, pressure coming, gets away from the would-be sack, though. Reverses field, blockers out there, has space to run, tries to juke, does, and that's going to be a huge gain for number 3, Abram Gutierrez. Not enough for the first down, but wow, he got out of a very messy situation.
And now we have a very manageable 3rd down. It looked like he was going to lose yards. It's just a whiff by the offensive line and the running backs as free defender comes through, but they all had been shifting towards the left, and then he just breaks out towards his left. Makes the big play.
Abram Gutierrez, the senior, who came out in the quarterback position a couple weeks ago when Morton went down, and he's showed up tonight and has done a good job. Just haven't been able to punch it in. So 3rd down and 1 now, like you said, very manageable now for these South Hawks. Ball on the 43-yard line, crucial. Direct snap, Alec Garza, not a lot of space to run, tries to get the edge. Will he get it? No, he won't. There's a flag on the play, but Alec Garza just couldn't get to that edge there.
I was wondering when that flag was going to come in because it was very clear that number 10 was trying to break of the defense. That is Alvaro Vargas. He was trying to break away from the defender and he was yanked from behind. But had the penalty not come out, it would have been a very close to get the first down right there. I think he would have gotten it.
So that's going to make it a 3rd down and 11 now. And so, again, kind of, it's a penalty, yes. It's happened in the last series, too, for the South Hawks. But at the same time, it gives them another down to try again. And so, went from a 3rd and 1, would have been a 4th and 2 because he lost about a yard on it.
Oh, he
and
lost
yeah, so now it's about now it's a 3rd and 11 again. Or, yeah, 3rd and 11. 3rd and 9. That's not too bad. So they got another shot here. This time shotgun formation. Haven't done that too much here in the second half. Oh, that's going to be a big-time sack by number 25 of the San Benito Greyhounds, Juan Salas.
But just as soon as the play was snapped, it looked like Salas came. He just beat the running back, number 25. We've seen Alec Garza. He's done a great job running the ball. This time he's asked to block the blitzing safety and is not able to get the block.
Let's see, at the same time, there was about 2 other defenders coming off the backside. Oh, wow. Holding on the defense, Jonathan.
I think that results in an automatic first down. And then the yardage, I believe, would have also given him the first down.
That's first down. Wow. So let's go back to, let's rewind a second here. Okay, so there was a 3rd and 1 on the field, right, for the South Hawks. The play would have lost about a yard or so. Should have been 4th and 1. Holding on, South pushes them back as a spot foul, so it takes them back to a 3rd and 9 situation. Big time sack, and then holding on the defense now gives South a first down. And so you can't ask for that many chances.
And a little surprising, he does play every single play right up on the receiver, but he was sacked so fast, I don't know how you would have gotten holding.
Darren Pettis trying to find the edge on the end around, and he's able to get upfield about 7 yards or so before being pushed out of bounds.
Had it not been for the out of bounds, he wouldn't have gotten tackled until after the first down. But we see him. It looks like players have the edge on him, but his speed and acceleration is just too much.
So that's going to be a 2nd down and 3 now, and the South Hawks have broken into San Benito Greyhound territory. So the ball is spotted at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. 10-13 left to go in this ball game. It's 2014. San Benito still leads up to this point, but South Hawks with a couple of some serendipitous things happening for them continue this drive. Here we go, hand off, no, keeper up the middle, goes Gutierrez, and he's going to be really close but should not have the first down.
And he comes up a little slow as he did get hit pretty hard on the play.
Third down, maybe about a foot or so?
3rd down and about
3rd and inches.
inches even.
Inches, yeah, that's close.
We did see Samuel stepped up earlier in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what they're able to do now. I've seen some great play out of several of these offensive linemen for Harlingen South, so we have to see what it is out of the I formation now.
Shenham, the fullback, getting the call, and he'll get more than enough for the first down, getting him about 4 or 5 yards. And that's the first time they've gone to Shenham, number 34, from the fullback position, but he's a powerful runner.
Hey, he's a very strong young man, and he's not met until after he crosses the first down. So even if they did push him back, he wins the battle on the 2 defenders by staying low and being the strong player that he is. But they're admitting him too late anyways, so he would have gotten the first down regardless.
Well, folks, I tell you what, this says a lot about the resolve of the Harlingen South Hawk, both offense and defense, especially on the line. They're outmatched by size for the most part. I'm looking at San Benito's defense line. There's some impressive-looking players on there, but South Hawks have just played very gritty this evening, and they're still very much in this game. First down now for the Hawks. Alec Garza trying to slip a couple defenders there. He may gain about a yard before he's tackled by about 3 or 4 defenders.
I do notice that whenever number 63, I wanted to highlight him. Here we don't get to see it as he's just pushing his defender out. But when he's asked to push a player up the field, he's taking them 2 yards up almost every single time. He's done a great job tonight. him and the rest of this offensive line, as you said, there's a lot of size on the San Benito defensive line, but they're not winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
63, that is Joe Garza. Here we go, handoff Sheneman again. And he just kind of barrels his way through for a gain of about 4 yards.
And I think there, if Sheneman had just waited a little more, been a little more patient, he comes in running hard. Of course, he's the fullback lined up, so it's a quick hitter. But I think had he waited, that offensive line had already pushed players about 1.5 yards past on that quick hitting play. So on a quick hitter, they already had 1.5 yards won, and then Sheneman takes it for about another 1.5 yards.
So 3rd down and 6 now, right under 8 minutes left to go in this ball game, and South Hawks trying to make something happen, pushing towards this goal line. Gutierrez now, hand off, Garza trying to find some space in the middle of that line of scrimmage there. He's going to gain about 3 yards. We're going to be short probably about 1.
So be 4th down. I expect him to go for it here. Just some good blocking up front. He's just not able to get quite enough yards as it was 3rd. And about 5. He only gets himself about 3 there.
You had to call this 4th down play. What do you think is going to be called here?
I think it'll be a run play to follow this offensive line. Keep it more towards the interior, as both times whenever they run it with the fullback or the running back, I think they're going to let Sheneman block up down the middle. We'll see what the play call is here.
Here we go, 4th down, 2 to go. Trying to get him offside. Hand off Sheneman. Sheneman getting upfield. He'll have the 1st down as the fullback, able to barrel his way through. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards on that one.
And there we see, just like I said, number 63 is the point of attack, and he has his defender going backwards on the play. You know, you see number 63, his name is Justin Rodriguez. He's a senior here, right tackle. You watch him from up here, he doesn't look bigger, but man, does he make those bodies move up the field.
That's Joe Garza, 63.
Oh, sorry.
Justin Rodriguez, 68.
68.
Yeah, I mean, they zoomed in on these guys. These guys have some intense focus right now, that offensive line. 1st and 10 now. Fake pitch. He's going to go downfield. Wants to make this wide open receiver. Darren Pettis, touchdown. Hawks, Darren Pettis on the slant up the middle of the field, and nobody is there. This time, quarterback able to connect. Touchdown, Hawks. 20-20 ball game.
Another big play by Pettis, although this play could have been done by anyone as there's no one guarding him. They are fooled by the play action. You said it, they've been running and running and running, and you asked me, what play would I run? I said run. They come out play action. Everybody expects the run, and they just burn them deep down the middle. And who gets the touchdown? Pettis, who's made all the big plays tonight. Of course, I said right there, anyone could have made that play as the ball is put right on his hands, and he's wide open, just walks it into the end zone.
This is a very important extra point, and it is up, and it is good. So this makes it a 21-20 Harlingen South lead here with 6:32 left to go in the 4th quarter. What a huge drive that was by Harlingen South. And the fans are on their feet, and the Harlingen South faithful are excited right about now. They very well should be.
You know, they always say you don't want to let a team like this just hang around, because you give the longer you let them hang around, the better opportunity they have to just make a few plays at the very end. And here, Harlingen South, with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left, they made the big play at the end. They have the 1-point lead. San Benito's offense has not been able to score here in the second half. There hasn't been a sense of urgency, I feel like. So we got to see, now that they're behind, how does this offense respond? Will it affect them negatively, or will they come out saying, you know what, we have to get something done right here, or else we're going to cost us this big first place lead that we have here in the district, the undefeated district play.
Harlingen South set to kick this one off. About 4 deep, it looks like, for San Benito, and looks like number 24, the running back's going to, nope, he won't. It's going to go out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty on the kickoff team there. So they're going to give some extra yards that they probably don't want to give up right now. But, you know, talk about the San Benito offense and how they're going to need to respond. And I'm interested to see how that Harlingen South defense is going to respond, because they've been solid tonight, and especially in the second half.
Hey, we've seen that. I think we saw Sheneman, or the different linebackers, come from behind on several plays, as San Benito likes to pull their offensive linemen a lot, leaves the gap coming from behind. And these linebackers, if they play it very aggressively off the backside, they are able to make plays. Let's see if that adjustment continues here. In the last drive, we saw a lot of pulling motion.
Big time run here to start this this drive off is number 24, getting the handoff, Omar Garcia. Gained maybe about 6 yards on that one.
Yeah, on the last drive, we saw a lot of the pulling motion going through on these run plays. This time, they just line up and run the ball right at Harlingen South. I think they may have decided, you know, we have bigger players. Let's just go right at them on this drive.
6:05 left to go in the ball game. San Benito trying to make something happen here. Pass complete, but his knee was down. That's number 17, Raul R.J. Atkinson. But that'll be enough for San Benito first down.
Yeah, we saw that a lot in the very first half. They were attacking that soft coverage that Harlingen South plays on the edges. And there they get the first down.
You've always got to watch out for that jump ball right there to that big number 17, R.J. Atkinson. All right, here we go. Getting outside, trying to find some room to run. Not a whole lot, but at the end gets maybe 2 or 3 yards. Finding some space there on the outside is Christian Sierra.
Here we see on the play, the quarterback decides to keep it for himself. It looked like number 14 of the defense, Rivera, was going to be able to make a play. But number 1, Victor Gaitán, the wide receiver, just gets enough on the block to get him the extra 4 yards to make the play as the quarterback.
2nd and 6 now for the Greyhounds. Sierra looking right side, pump fakes, lets it go. Caught 40, down to the 36-yard line. Goes number 9, Javier Ortiz. First down, Greyhounds.
Just a nice play right here by the quarterback as it looked like the interior defender was going to jump on that soft coverage throw that they've been attacking on the edge. Just quarterback sees it, attacks the middle. Great job right there.
First and 10 on the 36-yard line, handoff. And San Benito with some guts and glory behind their running of the football this time. That's Omar Garcia. That's a first down, Greyhounds.
And just a great job by the pulling players as they mull over the front side defenders that were just sitting, waiting to absorb it, but they just go right over them. And then Garcia shows us some strong running at the very end as he just will not go down.
First and 10 on the 25, handoff. This time Omar Garcia is not able to find daylight. Tackle for a 1-yard loss.
And here we see, I think he just does a bad read as they attack strong, and when you see the defender, as we watched, the defender goes and makes the tackle, but if the outside rusher has his hips turned towards the inside, that means you're able to get on the outside on him. I think the quarterback should have pulled there, and so Sierra just misses the read.
10 and a long 10. Oh, it's snapped. Sierra was not ready for the snap. Ball's on the ground, chasing it. Looks like San Benito will fall on it, but that's going to be a loss of 20 yards. Check that out. Sierra was turning to the sideline, asking for the call, and the center snapped it. They lost 20 yards on that one. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 30.
With 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go, 3rd and 30. They need to make a play if San Benito hopes to recover.
Sierra looking downfield, needs to gain some of these yards, flushed out of the pocket. Heavy pressure coming up the middle there, tries to get to the right side of the field. Going to let this one fly into traffic. And the defender does an excellent job of just batting that away. 4th and 30 coming up for the Greyhounds.
There were 2 receivers there and 1 defender. It looked like he had a shot. He just did a great job, did Sierra, to just get the ball off, to go to play to get it off, but he just does not get the completion. He actually had 2 defenders, and one of them 2 tips, and just enough to get away from the offensive players.
Well, it looks like San Benito is coming out with a punt unit. They're going to trust their defense on this one because, like we said, 4th and 30, that's a lot of ground to make up. So they're going to bring the punt unit out. And it looks like Darren Pettis is going to be deep to return this one. I'm going to put a lot of trust, a lot of pressure on that defense. Low snap, but he's able to get a decent looking kick up, actually really good. And it's going to take a south bounce, and it's going to be down about the 23-yard line.
It does not even get to where the original first down was.
That's right.
Or it just gets past the original first down. You know, that that snap. Fumbles have been almost the story of the game tonight, as fumble picked up for a touchdown, fumble picked up for a touchdown, and then a couple of other fumbles, one being a turnover for San Benito, and then the other just huge turn makes it 3rd and 30.
First and 10 out for the Southhawks. Ball on the 23-yard line. I formation coming out. Ball control is going to be the name of the game, and clock control as well. Hand off. Going to be stuck hard about a 1 yard past the line of scrimmage, and I think that's Daniel Rivera on the carry.
And that was number 27, Roeldo Rodriguez, I believe, on the stop. And yup, he just a great tackle there, gets his head across, wraps up, and then his rest of the team helps him finish the tackle. But I think if Harlingen South is able to get a couple of first downs, they would be able to stop the clock. And then San Benito takes up one of their timeouts right now.
Folks, don't go anywhere. 2:48 left to go in this ballgame. There's still a lot of football to be played. Let me just kind of paint a picture for you here. Harlingen South was able to get the only score so far of the second half on a drive that happened really because of a couple of penalties that went against and for them, able to get that score. And then San Benito's driving. It looks like they were going to be able to maybe put a cap and gain that lead again. And then that huge snap went right by the quarterback 20 yards deep, and now South has the ball again, and name of the game for them is play management, ball management, take care of it, and you could have a win and a huge upset here tonight, but San Benito's not out of it yet.
Hey, you cannot have big turnovers on the road and expect, or big mistakes on the road and expect that just because you have the better record and would it feel like you have the better team that you're going to be able to accomplish what you came to do when you're making those big mistakes like that.
2nd and 9 now for the Hawks. Darren Pettis trying to find the edge there. He can do it. He does. First down, way past that, about 7 yards upfield of that first down marker goes Darren Pettis.
And just a great job right here. You know, we know he has the speed and quickness, but his lead blocker comes up and makes the cut block on the outside linebacker or safety coming off the edge. And luckily for San Benito, Padilla was able to chase him down and grab him by the ankles to take him down, but he was only going to have one defender, and he had one blocker on his side still to beat to get the touchdown, which I'm not sure would have been the better thing. It may be better for them that he had actually been tackled because it gives them opportunity to continue to cut down the clock.
And now we're under 2:20 left to go in the ball game. Again, 21-20, Harlingen South leads San Benito here in the fourth quarter. Letting the play clock go all the way down to 3, 2, 1. They'll snap it, hand off Shinneman up the middle, gain of about 3, maybe even 4 yards. Timeout San Benito. Last timeout of the game for them.
I think if I'm Harlingen South, I want to keep Bettis in the game so that way it keeps the exterior part of the defense honest. They can't just attack down the middle. I think with the other runner, we can expect that the defense could recover and still make the tackle. And then you could attack Shinneman or whoever fullback you want down the middle, and then you have Pettis on the edge. I think it just really gives them that next level just opportunity to spread it out. And even though they're lined up tight, because he's so quick, the defense has to kind of line up towards the outside when he's in the game.
Darren Pettis, let's look at his night here. I'm going to try to recap as best as possible. He had an interception earlier in the first half. He had a stripped fumble, which was recovered to be taken in for a touchdown, 6 points. He had a touchdown on that deep mid slant, right? He had that huge run that broke him out of a 3rd down earlier. And so, you know, this young man has just been all over the place. And anytime there's been a big play for Harlingen South, he's been right there in the middle of it.
And he's had about 3 20-plus yard runs, and one of them being about 45, 50 yards. So he's got to be close to 100 yards rushing in very few amount of opportunities that they've given him. 2nd
and 7 now. Handoff again to Shinneman. Shinneman, that safe option there, just able, like a bulldog, just able to push that line forward, gain of about 3 yards. So going to bring up a 3rd and maybe 4.
And San Benito has 0 timeouts left as they used up the last timeout after the first down play. I think they should have waited to use it because they gave up the first down after that.
Well, big time 3rd and 4 here. I mean, really, if Harlingen South is able to get the first down, that's game because San Benito has no more timeouts. If they're not able to get that first down, then San Benito does have a chance of getting the football back with just very little time on the clock. So 1:25 now. Play clock is down to 9-8. It looks like they may just wait for it to go down, call it timeout, trying to shave off as much as possible. That looks like that's going to be the plan. Timeout. So South burns their final timeout, right? So 1:14 left to go. Clock will resume as soon as it's snapped. If Harlingen South is able to get that first down, it's crucial. It'll be game over. If San Benito gets a stop, San Benito will get the ball back more than likely off a punt.
And they'll get the ball back, and they're a team that's played in a lot of close games this year and come out on top. So if they get the ball back, I think they're still very confident that they can go out and execute because they've done it against Harlingen. They did it against Los Fresnos late, and then they won the shootout over veterans. So this offense is very confident if they're able to get the ball, I believe.
Well, I mean, a big playmaker that we've seen tonight is number 17, R.J. Atkinson. I don't think he's been utilized as well as he could have been tonight because a player like that, you can shoot it 40 yards downfield and give him a jump ball, and he's got an opportunity to get up there and get it. I don't think they integrated him enough into the game plan tonight, which could have been something that may have hurt San Benito offensively.
Yeah, the one interception on the 50-50 play actually wasn't to him. That play was over to number 9, and Javier Ortiz lost the 50-50 play. But we haven't seen number 17 give up any interceptions. But here we have it.
3rd and 4, big play right here. I formation. Fullback, Shinneman, hit in the backfield, but pushing forward, will not get the first down. This will be a 4th down. 1:05 on the clock. Play clock hasn't started yet. Now it does. So they're going to punt this ball right about 20 seconds.
Yeah, they'll have about 20 seconds.
Now, do you take the penalty? Do you take the delay of game penalty?
If I was them, I think I would. I would just take it, and I'll give up the 5 yards to make sure we're not trying to rush a snap.
Right.
They have had such trouble on their special teams in other years, so they will do it. The crowd's excited, momentum on Harlingen South side. But this San Benito team has just made so many plays in moments like this. You have to stay watching or listening if you're back home because you think, 20 seconds, it's over. Not so fast with this San Benito team.
That's right. So they'll take the dead ball penalty. That's going to be delay of game. It stops the clock right at 23 seconds. And so I believe as soon as it's snapped, then it'll get going again, right? And so the San Benito Greyhounds will have the duration of the kick, the actual punt, the return, and then possibly another play. Maybe they can squeeze out 2. So this game is not over yet, folks. Stay tuned right here. 4th and 8 now coming up for the South Hawks. Number 32 is back deep to receive. That's Juan Gonzalez. He's lined up about the 15-yard line. Snap. It's going to be a really short punt. It's headed towards the sideline. Will it get there? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So time keeps ticking. Waiting to blow it. Finally blow it down. 10 seconds on the clock. Ball at the 14-yard line. San Benito offense headed out onto the field.
They have 10 seconds to get all the way down the field, about 86 yards. No timeouts. It'd be a miracle if it happened, but they've already had miracles happen this season. Continue to listen at home as the offense comes out. Looks like Harlingen South's in a prevent style defense as their safeties are at about the 50-yard line. Now they're walking it up a little bit.
I think chance for San Benito here is try to get a sideline route quick to the outside, get 15, 20 yards if possible, get out of bounds, and then get close enough to try to take a shot close to getting downfield. But big play right here. 9 seconds ticking. Sierra taking a lot of time here. This may be the last pass of the game, and he connects, and he's down on the ground. This is going to be it.
That'll be the ball game as it's a first down.
First down.
But it'll be very tight to get the next play off. We'll see if they're able to get any plays off as the line looks like they're ready. Quarterback's ready. And he does get the snap off. Throws a Hail Mary, and it looks intercepted. Game over. Harlingen South gets the upset.
Big time upset. Harlingen South takes down San Benito. Undefeated in district play tonight. And a shocker here at Bogus Stadium as Harlingen South pulls out a gritty performance to take out crosstown rivals San Benito Greyhounds.